When you first launch Adobe After Effects, you're going to get the welcome message here, which allows you to start a new composition, open a project. If you've got some recent projects open, you can just jump right into there. You've got a few tutorials on how to get started. And if you don't want to see this welcome message each time you open up After Effects, you can uncheck this little box right here and then hit close. Let's talk about the interface real quickly. First of all, you've got your project panel, and this is where all your media will sit. And you've got your timeline. I think what I might do is open up a project that I've been working on so you could see what this looks like with some media in it. So here are the compositions, which are like little mini movies. This is just a video clip. This is some Photoshop layers that I'm going to be working with. Down here are the timeline, and this is where you do all your animation, and these little things are keyframes that allow you to change where things are or the properties of something. Up here is your stage where you can view what you've been working on, and you can actually manipulate things here as well. Over here we have some important panels, your information and your audio. Your preview panel where you can play stuff and do a RAM preview. I usually use keyboard shortcuts for that, but that is where you can control those things. Your effects and presets, which is an important one. If you're going to add text, your character panel is real important. And once you apply some of these preset effects, you might want to have the effects control panel, which is also a good one. Sometimes a panel has things that you need to scroll through, so some of them have this little scroll bar here, or when you click on the tab, that'll open up. So you can have multiple comps and see these are the timelines for those different comps. So I have this comp, Celine Car 09, and it's right here. And here's my stem triangle. I can double click on it and that'll bring that tab up, or you can click on either of these tabs. So these are multiple projects. Later, if you're working and you double click on something in your timeline and then you can't see your comp anymore, it's probably because you have an individual layer soloed and kind of up in front of your composition. So that happens to me every once in a while. I'll accidentally double click on something and then I'm like, where did my composition go? And it's just because you opened up an individual layer here on the stage. So that's just a quick little tip there. And then later when you go to make something into a movie, oftentimes people add something to the render queue, and that just adds another tab here. So you still have your compositions, and then you'll have a tab down here in your render queue. So that's the basic interface. Once you you've moved windows around, you kind of rearrange things the way you want it. You can always go to Window and Workspace and New Workspace and save that workspace. And so in this way, it's a lot like Premiere Pro or Photoshop or any of the other Adobe applications in that you can create your own workspaces.